What's up, folks? How you doing? Welcome back, Football Digest episode number 11. I just want to do a quick sharing of my thoughts on the FIFA Football Awards that were happening yesterday at around this time of recording this. So, of course, the best FIFA Football Awards were going down yesterday, where we saw the likes of Modric being named the best player of the year. We saw likes of Thibaut Courtois being named the best goalkeeper of the year. We saw Didier Deschamps being named the coach of the year. So many awards were issued yesterday. I just want to give a quick 2 cents of my thinking of the whole awards. Because for me, I feel like these awards for this time around they were more or less like politicized. So look more or less like politics, because of several reasons. I think like three reasons or four. One, Mo Salah won the Puskas Award. Puskas Award is given to the best goal of the season for the goal he scored against Everton. And I'm looking at that goal and I'm like, what's so special about it? Because I've seen guys like Ian Robben score plenty of such goals so many times and they never won a Puskas Award. And then I can't just figure out like what's so special about that goal. I also saw, by the way, Milner saying on Twitter that that was like his seventh best goal of the season from last season. So even Milner doesn't feel like that was his best goal. So yeah, when I look at all those other goals that were in contention, there was the Gareth Bale's overhead kick, bicycle kick that was scored on a Champions League final. There was Cristiano Ronaldo's superb bicycle kick against Juventus. We also had Ricardo Quaresma's goal for Portugal against, was it Iran? Beautiful ass goals, kicking it to the outside of his boot. You don't see such goals often. You don't. There was also this Pavard's goal against Argentina. Man, that was superb. Superb goal. You don't honestly see those goals often. But yeah, Mo Salah, you utaiona too. I mean, not to take anything away from it, it was good, a goal. But to win the Puskas Award over some of those goals, not so much. Even more interesting is Mo Salah won the Puskas Award. He was in the top three of the guys who are voted as best player, but he don't make it in the World 11. Weirdly, how do you get to be among the three best players in the world and you don't make to be among the 11 best players in the world? As in how? Huwezi kuwa tuweni number 3 kwa dunia, lakini ikifika ni kuweka top 11 hauko. It cannot be. It just cannot be. It just can't be. Like, how did Lionel Messi, who was not even the top 3, get to be in the World 11? How did he get to be in the World 11? So when you look at those aspects, especially Mo Salah, I don't see how you can be the top 3 in the world and you honestly fail to be in the top 11 in the world. Top 11 in the world. And so when I look at all those goals, the only one that makes sense to me, not goals, when I look at all those awards that were done yesterday, the only 3 awards which I feel for me were truly a true indication of exactly how those guys brilliant they were, how brilliant those guys who awarded those awards were. One has to be Luka Modric, which honestly I feel for me was fantastic. Getting a player who's not a forward winning an award and who is not Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi winning the award was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. And then of course Didier Deschamps being named the best men's coach of the year. That was truly true. He was the best coach of the year. And then of course we had Thibaut Courtois winning the best goalkeeper of the world. Man, he was fantastic. He was fantastic in the World Cup. So it was superb. It was absolutely superb. Those are the only 3 things which I feel for me were right in the whole FIFA Football Awards. Of course, things like Peru fans being the best fans in the world. Me, you're sina shida nayo. I have no problems. By the way, Peru fans were vocal. It reminded me of when I was watching Peru versus France in the World Cup. Peru fans were so vocal, you could honestly be mistaken to think France wanachezea na huko South America. Because they were so goddamn vocal. So that is, for me, Peru fans kuchukua hiyo award, mi sina shida nayo. The other thing I have a problem with those awards, besides the Mo Salah issue, is Dani Alves. How the hell does Dani Alves get to be in the World 11? Dani Alves last season, he made I think 23 starts in the league for PSG only. He did not feature even in the World Cup because if you look at all those awards that were given, they were mostly made or mostly measured against the performances from last season and the World Cup. And the World Cup. Dani Alves did not feature in the World Cup. Dani Alves last season, he only featured in 23 league games. How the hell does he end up being the best right back in the world? Now, I know he has won plenty of awards, but if you look at all those guys who are performing last season, man, you'd expect the likes of Carvajal to be better, to be somewhere close there. You know, guys like Kimmich, Joshua, because Joshua Kimmich is, man, he is a brilliant player, no doubt. You know, when you look at all those guys who are right backs right now, Kyle Walker is a brilliant right back. Even Pavard with his brilliant goal, he's a brilliant. We didn't know much about Pavard, by the way, until the World Cup. But Kimmich, Carvajal, Kyle Walker, man, I feel for me they were better right backs than Dani Alves, who we didn't see much of last season. And he still qualifies to be in the World 11. I mean, for me, it doesn't make any sense. It absolutely does not make any sense. And when I look at all those aspects of Dani Alves being the World 11, Mo Salah being the top 3 but not making it in the World 11, Mo Salah winning the Puskas goal and his goal not being so brilliant compared to the likes of Quaresma. Maze iyo bao ya Quaresma kwanza. Hizo mabao hazionekanangi. Walai. Hizo mabao hazionekanangi. No, hazionekanangi. So when you look at those 3 aspects, for me, they make me feel like, man, if FIFA Football Awards, ilikuwa tu siasa, man. Ilikuwa tu siasa. But one thing I noted, they gave a top 10 of the best players in the world, you know, besides the goalkeeper, the top 10, especially attackers, and Neymar was conspicuously missing on that list, and Mbappe was strongly etched, I think, at number 5 on that list, and it kind of make me think like, shit, now all of a sudden Mbappe is better than Neymar. And some guys were arguing today on a Facebook, on a WhatsApp group I have, and they were talking about how Neymar is dope because he's earning mega money, and I'm like, what the hell do you mean like he's earning mega money? Just like how some guys were arguing like Dani Alves is a dope ass player because he has plenty of awards, he has played, but the guy with the most number of trophies in Europe ni Dani Alves. I think he has 39 trophies. Yes, 39 trophies. Amefuatiliwa unyo na I think Sergio Ramos. So when you look at all those aspects, it's not a matter of how many trophies you have. For me, I feel it's a matter of how did you perform in the World Cup and how did you perform last season. So on that basis, Dani Alves afai kuwa kwa hiyo list, top the World 11. Then when you look at the top 10 that like I was talking about, Neymar is not in the top 10, but he's earning mega money at PSG. So some guys were like, shit, juu ya hiyo ati sasa anafaa kuwa ati in the top 10. If you didn't perform greatly, then why the hell do you think you'll be in the top 10? You know? And for me, I have no problem with Neymar not being there. For me, I just don't like his drama. He disappointed me so much in the World Cup. Last season, we saw quite a portion of him until he got injured. And then he just like went away and was just waiting for the World Cup. So yeah, maybe for that reason, maybe we are right on not putting him there in the top 10 best men's player. And you know, I have no problem with that. So for me, I feel like when you look at all those aspects, kuna some political bit in those awards that were issued yesterday, but nevertheless, it was a fantastic event. Man, did you see those guys, how they were dressed up? Like Masuti Mbaya Sana. Like, you know, the green carpet was dope. Guys killed it. In football, it's called the green carpet, not the red carpet. So it was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. But when you go down to the gist of the whole event, man, I honestly think there's some politics in that whole issue. There's some politics in it, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I don't see how Mo Salah can be the top 3, but not make it in the World 11, and how Dani Alves can be in the World 11. He never did shit last season, and it's disappointing. It's absolutely disappointing. So that's all for now. I'll be back here tomorrow to talk about my Fantasy Premier League and to check what is going to happen today at the Carabao Cup, because we have Carabao Cup going down tonight. Yes, unfortunately, you have to stream it. For those who have internet, you can get to do this. For me, I'll know what I have to do because I don't have internet and it's not showing on DSTV. It's going to be a long one for me. But nevertheless, have a good evening and a good night and a fantastic Wednesday. God bless. Take care.